Hello and welcome to another episode of The Myra Chavez Show. Today I have a comedian who started writing his jokes at the age of 16, and after taking on a bit with his mom, he started performing at the age of 17. In 2017, he first appeared on America's Got Talent Season 12 and made it all the way to being a finalist. Thereafter, in 2019, he appeared on America's Got Talent, The Champions, and Britain's Got Talent, The Champions as well. He is the type of comedian who is not afraid to use his face with funny gestures, hands, and body. Welcome, Preacher Lawson, to the show.
Thank you. Hey, yeah, hey, keep those applause. Stop it. Stop it. For me, keep it going. No.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Awesome. So tell me how you started, how you grew up, and how did that transfer into why comedy?
Okay, so I did. Someone did their research. Okay, somebody did a little bit of research.
Yes,
somebody was reading a little bit. So I did start writing jokes when I was 16. I was just writing random jokes, you know. And then I was always scared to go on stage because I thought it wasn't funny enough. But comedy, just like any other art form, you have to, repetition is the mother of skill. So you just got to keep working at it. But I've always just loved joking.
Yeah.
I've always loved. I love being silly. I love. Excuse me. I love I wasn't like a class clown in every class until everybody was quiet.
Class.
Yeah. If everybody was quiet, then I'm like, all right, I'll take it from here. And then I would be, kind of silly. But for the most part, I was pretty quiet. But I just love laughing. I feel like if I go a day without laughing, it's a wasted day. But I don't think I can even do that.
Yeah, laughter is medicine. That's in my house for sure.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. And why comedy? Is it just the comedy was the fact that is a gateway for you to, it is your personality, right?
Yeah, well, I love comedy, and it's just like I wanted to be on a sitcom. That's the only reason I did stand-up.
Okay,
I wanted to be on a sitcom, and I was like, I noticed every sitcom star is a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
So I was like, I will do that if it bridges me to that opportunity. And then I did it, and I was like, forget sitcoms. Where that stage at? And I just went on stage, and I just love it, man. It's just the best.
You're one of four and
One
single
of four.
mother.
Yeah,
Can you tell me how you grew up?
Okay. What's my social?
I don't know.
What my social is. My business.
Let me call your mom.
Yeah. So like you said, I'm the youngest, so I'm the best, and that's
favorite?
how it works. We're the best.
I can tell your mom likes you though.
She loves him. She likes
might be
us
the
all.
favorite.
She likes us all. She likes us all. She makes us all feel special.
Yes.
But I'm the youngest, so we know how that goes. So no, but my mom, she did a great job. She's very silly, she's crazy supportive. When I first told her I wanted to do stand-up,
yes,
she was like, yeah, you better do that. That's what you better finally do. That's what you should be doing. You should be doing comedy. You're built for that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then it was after I got off TV, I was doing an interview. And she was like, I didn't want you to do stand-up. I was like, but you told me to. She's like, yeah, because I wanted to encourage you. She said,
that's it.
Yeah, she was like, I don't want to be the mom that tell you can't do something, so I just lied.
Oh, shoot.
So I thought that was really cool. I was like, thanks for lying, Mom.
You
so lie to your children. That's the moral of this story. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I know your mom's pretty strong. Tell me about how you were growing up and you felt like there was a time where you felt like even, was it being in the car was like a luxury? Can you tell me about that?
Oh, so I mean, there's points in time where me and my my family, we slept in the car.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel like that bad because my mom did a really good job of making it exciting. She did everything exciting. We didn't celebrate Halloween because it was like, growing up it was the devil's birthday.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But we did. My mom would play these games with us, and we would still do trick or treat or these things inside the house.
Yeah.
So I mean, my mom was really creative. She had a really creative mind, and I think that, it kind of bled out on her children, and we're all creative in our own way.
That is so awesome. All right. And tell me about your time when you were homeless. Can you tell us more about it and your mental struggles? Because one of the things that I do is focus on mental struggles. And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Which time?
Oh, all the time, all the times, because we always go through ups and downs, and it doesn't have to be at the lowest.
I'm talking about which time I was homeless.
Oh, shoot. Elaborate.
I mean, yeah, everybody's, there's always, there's no highs without lows, so yeah, everyone has to go through it. But yeah,
how did you deal with it?
Yeah, how do I deal with it? I mean, I really didn't, I guess the first time I was kind of slightly homeless. It was, I was 19, and I don't know, I wasn't sleeping on the street or anything.
Okay.
I was just kind of hopping from place to place to someone else's house. Yeah. And it was just kind of like, I don't know. I was 19, so
You were young.
I was like, yeah. And then when I got older and it happened, and then I was like, man, I'm 25. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I need to get my life together.
Yes, yes. And did you ever feel like this comedy thing is not going to work out for me, or did you ever feel like it's not going to happen? What did you feel at that time?
I don't know if I felt at that time I for sure didn't think that. I always thought for sure comedy would be fine.
Okay.
I'm not always. There was I did quit comedy when I was 24. I didn't quit comedy, but I quit trying to make it as a comedian when I was 24 because I was struggling and I was like, this is hard, and I was struggling. It was hard, and I was like, I'll just do comedy like poets do open mics.
Okay.
And maybe I'll do some corporate gigs or something like that. And then there was some guy, I forgot his name. He had this mark on his forehead. He's a comedian. I was opening up for him at Fort Myers at the Laughing. And he goes, "What are you doing here?" And I was like, I'm featuring for you. What are you talking about? He's like, "No, what are you doing in Florida?" And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, "Go to LA." He's like, "Go to LA." And I was like, I don't want to go to LA because I don't need to. It's not the 90s. I don't need to go to LA to get famous. I can just post YouTube videos and blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And then he goes, "Man, please." But he didn't say, "Man, there's another black dude." You know what he said?
Yes.
He goes, "Bruh, please." He's like, "Come on, man." He's like, "You could stab somebody, go to jail, and then come back out of jail and still be younger than me.
Yeah.
You have so much time." And I was like, there's also so many different analogies you could have used. Why'd you think of stabbing somebody? But whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. I guess I'll try. So I decided right then. I was like, all right, move to LA. So I posted on Facebook, which was my number one platform. I didn't even mess with Instagram like that. But I was like, hey, I'm moving to LA.
At 25.
Huh?
What,
yeah.
Okay.
I said I'm moving. I was 24 when I said that. And then I decided to move February 18th of 2016. And the month before my birthday, where I was hitting 25, that was the most popular I had been in Florida at the time, and the most love I received, and so it was a big move. But I don't believe if someone's serious about their diet, they're not gonna do it after Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
I decided to move right then, and I did it, and it was the worst. 25 was the worst birthday I've ever had in my life. It was so bad because I didn't have any friends.
Oh yes.
There was no one around, and it was just the worst birthday. My ex, some girl I was like trying to get back with. Is that the ex that
you always talk about? The hiking?
Oh no, that's not her.
Okay,
I met her after LA. Okay. But some other girl I was dating, like we had been broken up a couple of years, but she didn't wish me happy birthday. It was just like so bad. But then I always at that point I decided. I was like, let me at least try. Because if I try and I fail, okay. But I can't just not try. If I don't try, then I just quit.
Okay. And how did you, when you got to LA, did you have like a blueprint of this is what I'm going to do? I'm going to go here, here, here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to go to all the comedy clubs.
Okay.
I'm going to do stand-up as much as possible. I'm just going to be nice to all the comedians and everyone. And I'm trying to be nice to everyone. And, I'm not. It's not like that's an extra effort. Like you should be nice to everyone anyway. But I was like, I'm just gonna be nice to everyone. I'm gonna do stand up and then see what happens, and it should be fine. That's what I thought. And I was like, it's gonna take a few years, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then it was like a year, and then I did I did Portland Comedy Festival. Yeah. I did Big Sky. Got to the finals of that. I did Seattle International Comedy competition, and I won it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I got on the Carson Daly Show, and then after that, I got on America's Got Talent. But it was a buildup.
Okay,
it was so many things that were going. It was so many things going right, and then America's Got Talent was like, and we're gonna send you off.
All right. So LA prepared you right before the AGT, right? Kind of going into the auditions.
Nothing prepared me for AGT.
Nothing. Ooh, okay. We're gonna get there, but before we move on to AGT, I wanted to ask you your upbringing with your mom and your grandma. You talk a lot about them, so I kind of just want to touch base on that. How were you brought up with? Were you with your grandma? How was she?
No, I was with my mom, but we would go over my grandmother's house when I was younger. Yeah. Every Sunday after like church or something. Okay. So, or a church or a get together, or like Thanksgiving or Christmas. We would sometimes we would just go to our grandma's. Yeah. And And then, but we moved when I was 9.
You moved a lot, yes.
Yeah, I moved a lot. So I moved when I was 9, and so I didn't see my grandma as much.
Okay.
But, I should hit her up.
Yeah, you don't forget about your grandma.
I know. She's getting older, man. It's weird.
I know.
Yeah. My mom's getting older. I'm getting older.
Oh, don't talk about your mom. She's not getting older.
You say what?
She's getting younger. Your mom's getting younger.
Okay, my mom's getting younger. Okay.
All right, let's go to AGT. So, 2017, what made you just audition for AGT?
You know what? I was like, being homeless is pretty cool, but time to switch it up.
Yes.
No, I was trying to do any opportunity. That wasn't the first time I auditioned for AGT. That was actually the second time.
Okay,
nice. The first time I just didn't go anywhere, and then the second time I did.
All right. What year was that? The first time?
2013.
Okay. Yeah. So it took 4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years, about 3-4 years, and yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you that moment, that first audition, that moment where my heart dropped and Simon said, "Can I hear another joke?" What was going on through your mind in a couple seconds, and how did you come up with your grandma's joke? Like,
so
how
check
do you do
this
that?
out. Well, I've had that joke for a minute. So to be honest with you, on TV it looked like I was stressing out, but it was easy because there's the major rules in stand-up is don't steal jokes, don't run the light. And I think that's it. Don't steal jokes and don't run the light. Okay. Right. So I was like, I'm gonna do my joke, and then I'm not gonna run the light because I didn't want to get disqualified. Yeah. So I only did one bit. Yeah. And I was like, here's one bit. Yeah. And then they were like, I want to see more. And I was like, well, I was deciding between these two anyway. And then I did it, and then it worked, and then it was like crazy, man. It was so crazy. The adrenaline you get from being on stage and the shock you get. I went skydiving for the first time the next day after that. No way. Yeah, but it wasn't even scary. That's how crazy it was. I think it just because I was so scared. The most scared I've ever been was the first time I went on stage, and then right before I went on America's Got Talent. Okay. So that was the most afraid I've ever been. And then the next day I go skydiving. So,
oh my God, way to celebrate. Skydiving. I've been skydiving.
It was my birthday. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Skydiving is the best.
Yes, and I said my husband goes first. Not me, because they were like, who goes first? I was like, he goes. Sorry. And then I went. It was a tandem, I think. Yeah. But it was a great feeling. I felt so free, and I don't know why you did it, but how did you feel after?
It was my ex gave me a birthday present, so she took me skydiving. Really cool. Nice. Yeah, I've won a couple more times after that. It's great.
Can you talk to me about the Facebook Watch series that you did with George Lopez?
Yeah, George Lopez, Lisa Vanderpump. Yeah. And Lisa's like, it's so funny that I was like crazy hyped to do a show with George Lopez because I used to watch George Lopez TV show. Yeah. He's so funny. Yeah. And he was so funny. Like he kept ad-libbing things they had to cut out. No way. How did you keep it straight? Because I was watching you. You were serious. I didn't keep straight face. There was so many times where I laughed, or the crew laughed. Everybody laughed. When we were live, he had to be on his best behavior. But he was wilding out. He was so funny. Okay. He would say I would ask Lisa, I'm like, okay, what do you think about this performance? Yeah. And then she would give a performance. Oh, I love the dogs and they're great. Yeah. And then George would say something off the wall. They'd be like, all right, George, we can't use that.
Do it again.
We gotta do it again. Yeah. Then he would say something different off the wall. And then we would be dying, and then he would, a third time, he would just be like, and this is what Yeah. He's just a professional. All of them are. But I was just so excited to do a show with George Lopez, and I didn't realize how huge Lisa Vanderpump was. I didn't know. I was like, I seen her somewhere. Yeah, yeah. She is huge.
And she loves her dogs.
Also went to her house, and I've never felt so broke in my life. I've never felt so broke in my life, but it was crazy. We walked in. It was and the bushes. Bushes shaped as dogs. I was like, someone actually cut this. Yeah? It was actually someone that had the big scissors, from office, that cut this. Yes. It was crazy. And, you had to walk across a bridge over a river with like freaking sharks and animals and all kind of bears. I seen a polar bear in there.
No, you didn't.
And then it was crazy. And then she had a glass. But then it didn't matter. Her front door was glass. But it doesn't matter because it's like, how are you gonna look in there?
Yeah.
You got to get past all this security. I mean, it was a crazy amount of security.
Yeah. For shark security.
Yeah. There was sharks at security. You know, it was pretty cool.
But she was sweet, I bet.
She was the sweetest human being.
Nice.
She trolled. Look, this is how I know she's nice. It's because she'll make fun of me.
Ah.
To me.
Okay, so George Lopez didn't invite you to his house, only Lisa.
Well, Lisa, I was on her podcast.
Okay, that's what you meant. Okay.
I was on a podcast.
I was trying to get you in trouble, but you know.
Oh, no. Hey, George, invite me to your house, bro.
Yes.
All
invite
right.
us. Hey, don't forget about me.
Okay, go ahead. You should let her interview you. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, so tell me about the next show that you were in, which is Nickelodeon Unleashed. You were with Peyton List, right?
Peyton List and Ukarsh and Fluffy. Yeah. It was a
Yeah.
good show. It was cool because I got to be myself. But,
okay.
But I mean, you know, I probably won't do any more animal shows. As a vegan, I feel like kind of, you know,
yes.
be exploiting animals. So it's like, yeah, I didn't think of it like that until I was doing the show and I seen a bear and I was like, oh man, this is weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, the producers, the director for that show, everyone on that show involved.
Yes.
I mean, and me being myself on the show. I mean, everybody on that crew was amazing.
Yeah.
And the show was fun, but I just felt bad for the animals.
Yeah, I get it.
But
yeah, I seen some of your videos and how you talk about being vegan and how much you love animals, right? So that's another question that I was going to ask you. What made you go into being vegan besides loving your animals, and at what point? And how is it going?
So I don't even necessarily like animals like that.
Okay.
You know, I just don't like causing pain.
Yeah.
So I do that's across the board. So I just don't want to. If I can do something, I just seen some documentary.
Okay.
I seen a documentary. I seen how they treat some animals, and I was like, oh well, if I could just eat food and not do that, I'll just do that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one thing Ed said: if you're driving on the street and you see a bunch of grass and you see a bunch of piglets and you know calves and puppies, like where are you gonna crash? You're gonna go to the grass. So that's all I do with the. But I'm not like, if you whatever you want to do, you want to do. But I already seen a documentary. I seen Earthlings.
Yes.
I seen it on YouTube, and I was like, oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Because usually I'm good with it. Usually I'll be on Facebook and someone will post a animal cruelty video. And I'm like, oh, nice try. Nice try.
No.
Swipe.
Yes.
But then I looked at it, and then once you look at it, you know what's going on. I just kind of, I kind of just stopped doing it. But I feel healthier. My poops are amazing.
Oh, gosh.
They're great. They're really
Too
fast.
much information.
Super smooth.
I was going to ask you, how do you feel your body?
They're great.
No.
They're just, I feel, it's almost like peeing through my booty. And,
oh, my gosh. Should I cover my nose? No. How do you feel your body? Is there any change? Because, maybe people are considering going vegan. They don't, I mean, do you feel weaker? Do you feel healthier? Do you feel the same? I
feel, you know what? I feel more energetic, and I feel great. I just feel really good. I think it's it's just great. I feel great.
Good.
I wouldn't, honestly, if I didn't feel good, I wouldn't be a vegan.
Yeah. I
mean, because like I said, I'm not. I think that's a misconception that people think that because you're a vegan, you care for animals. Look. When I like watching nature videos randomly on YouTube, and I'll see like a lion, but they have to do that.
Yeah.
But it's cool watching that. It's cool watching it.
You can watch that though.
Yeah, I can watch. Cool. Yeah, but I mean that's normal.
Yes.
Like factory farm is not normal.
Yes.
So I don't want to watch that. I feel physically great, or I wouldn't be a vegan.
All right. And with over 600,000 subscribers on YouTube, you post on vegan recipes.
Oh yeah.
You have music videos. What else? Your podcast. You have your stand-up comedy shows. What else do you have?
I don't know.
You're an entertainer. That's what he is.
Thank you.
Entertainer. And you're very captivating. You're always funny. And I feel like, as for me, I like and I veer towards funny people. So, I mean, I feel like you're a great performer.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that a lot.
Who is your favorite comedian or comedians? Who did you grow up with, or did you have a change?
Man, I like Michael Jr.,
Okay.
I like Sinbad. I like, huge fan of Bill Cosby before he was Bill Cosby.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle, Brian Regan, Kevin Hart, Dane Cook, Eddie Murphy, Patrice O'Neal. Did I say Bill Burr, Louis C.K.? I mean, I just like comedy.
You like comedy.
Those are Anthony Jeselnik kills me. I mean, he's so funny. I mean, it's just so many people.
Yeah.
It's too many funny people.
Okay, that you admire all at once.
Yeah. I can't really pick, but I don't have a favorite color either.
Okay, me either. So
right?
I get you. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't. I feel like they're just like 7 and they're like, I like blue. And then when they turn 8, they don't want to be a liar.
Yeah.
So they stick with blue.
Yes, yes.
But
No,
I
I
like,
don't have it.
I'm not going to pick one. I like them all.
And what did you say that your comedy style is? I know you don't say bad words. I haven't really heard you. But what do you, or what is your point?
I would say I'm just me. I don't have a specific point I'm trying to go for. I didn't grow up cussing, so it'd be weird for me to go on stage cussing.
Yeah.
Um, but I kind of do. I'm me. I like to have fun, and I think that's what what draws people into me is they see that I'm having fun on stage, and I have fun, man.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I remember when I was my first year in, and then I was only months in. I wasn't even like a year yet, and I got off work. I was working 3 jobs. I was working at Payless, Target, and FedEx.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that working at FedEx alone is exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
It's exhausting. The packages are so heavy.
Yes.
And then I got off work late, and I got to the open mic, and they closed right before I got there. And then I was so sad. And then this one guy was like, "Yeah, I wish I had that feeling." He's like, "How long you been doing it?" I was like 3, 4 months. He's like, "Exactly. I've been doing it 10 years. It's gone now. I've been doing it 12 years. It's not gone.
Wow.
It's gone for him. I've been doing it 12 years, and I still cannot wait to be on stage."
That's so cool. That's cool. That's when you know you still have that passion, and it is what it is. You've had it for a long time. So
yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay. And I'm glad you have it. That's pretty awesome that you're able to make the audience laugh and make them forget about what they're going
Well,
through.
I don't make them laugh all the time, but I just want anything.
Before we go, I want to ask you, what did you do in COVID? How did COVID affect you?
I mean, COVID is it's just a horrible thing.
Yeah.
For most people. So like when COVID for me, like we had some shows in development.
Yes.
We were literally in the meeting with Netflix, and then they were like, when we I think the next meeting we had to go to another building, and it was at like I don't know, it's like Sony or something like that, and then they were like, yeah, put a mask on, and then we went to another meeting. They were like, all right, we're gonna do it through Zoom. Say where you're at.
Yeah.
So that just got thrown out the way, and then I was supposed to like go do my first tour overseas.
Yes.
I was gonna do the best financially that year I had ever done. So I was like super excited for that. But then you got people that like their family members died, or they lost their job, or they just been sick in general. They were going through it. I mean they had to been depressed. People had to been depressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just so for me, I was looking at all the things I lost, and I was like, these are all just so many, it's just stupid to complain about. And then, honestly, not being on the road, it just helped me out immensely because I've nonstop, ever since I was on AGT, even when I first got on America's Got Talent, I started touring while I was on the show, and I hadn't stopped. The entire time. So
wow.
I was in the best shape of my life.
Yeah. Yes.
I was in physically the best shape of my life.
Yes.
I was, healthy. I just was just in a good, really, really good space. And, I just need a reset button. And I think that that happened a lot with some of the people that went through COVID is that they, really at a certain point, you had to, it just put up a mirror and you had to look at yourself.
Yes.
And so what are the improvements you need? So, yeah.
I agree. And I want to talk a little bit about your love for the sport of Muay Thai?
Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai, boxing.
I keep wanting to say Muay Thai.
Yeah. With MMA.
Yeah.
So MMA, just say MMA, because MMA, I love MMA.
Okay.
That's mixed
MMA.
martial arts. That's like boxing. I like Taekwondo. I watch karate tournaments. I watch Krav Maga. I mean, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. I just watched some wrestling movie on the airplane today. But I love MMA. I love mixed martial arts. I just love it. I've always been a huge fan ever since watching Bruce Lee and Chinese Connection.
Yes.
Yes.
And
a lot of people think it's like MMA is being violent, and I mean I guess it is in a way, but so is like football and basketball and all these other sports. But it's just like I don't think of it as being. I think of it the same way. Oh, okay, she's bringing up Kim. So I think of MMA the same way I think of basketball. I think of it as a competitive
competitive sport.
Yeah, I really don't think of it like I'm not. I don't know. It's just so cool. I think it's really cool, and it's hard, and it's something I respect.
And you just had a match, right, this last week?
Yeah, I had a Muay Thai. I had a point Muay Thai match.
And can you tell us about
good.
it?
Yeah,
I know you did good.
Okay, it was my third one. The first time I did it, and I kind of drove up. It was 8-hour drive with me and my friend, and then, I did one match, and I was dying. But he ended up not going to the second round, right? Then the second time I did it, I did two matches, and I won the first one, so they moved me on to fight someone else, and I did great. And then this third time, I just wanted to see how I would do if I got rest.
Yeah.
And so I did really well. I got disqualified because the last guy I fought knocked out.
But you say you didn't hit him that hard.
I did not hit him that hard. I really didn't. He was tired. Yeah. He was tired.
I didn't hit him that hard. He was older too, right?
He was somebody's granddaddy. I mean, like he told me the last time someone made him bleed was in 90. I was like, I was born in 91, Brett. Like, so. But he was swinging. Yeah. Listen, it would have been a better fight if we had fought first. But he fought some other dude, and they went 3 rounds because he won, lost, then he won the last round, and then he went on. I won both mine. Okay. So he just went through a war, and then he fought after me. So his turnaround wasn't like, it just wasn't. He was exhausted.
He was already done.
Yeah. Because when I hit him, but it was just kind of like, all right.
Pop, boom.
Yeah.
And can you give other entrepreneurs who want to be comedians just like you, or just feel like they're stuck, what advice would you give them?
I mean, I'll give them the same advice I would give to anyone, is that just be consistent. So find whatever you want to do and be consistent. There's no like crazy secret recipe. We all want we want the fastest route to success, but it's like there's really no fast route. It's just consistent. So, you don't work stupid hard. You don't work out for 3 hours, 4 hours a day. You work out for 30 minutes every day. Yeah. So just make sure you're just consistent in whatever you're doing, and you'll be fine.
So before we go, I'd like to play a little game, just quick questions of what's your favorite food, those type of questions, and then
rapid fire questions.
Just kind of rapid fire questions. There you go. Okay. So the first one is, what is your favorite food?
I don't have a favorite food, but I'll probably get, if I had to choose anything, spicy fried rice.
Fried rice. All right. And what's your favorite music?
Oh, R&B.
Oh, okay.
I love R&B. I love sad music. It's weird.
No,
sad
I love R&B.
Sad music is my jam. Like breakup music. I'm like,
I'm more in the old school too. So
yeah, me too. Me too.
Right? There's something about the old R&B.
It's crazy because I 90s. Yes, that's just the pinnacle of R&B. But there's some really good artists out now. Yeah. I used to date R&B singer. But so I know a little bit about R&B. It's too late now. I mean, we're all over the internet.
Go ahead.
I mean, there's nothing to say.
Did I miss that?
I mean, you did miss it. You did miss it. Because, we started the cooking show together.
And what do you do on your time off? Besides music, besides your fitness?
That's it.
That's it?
That's it. I do comedy. I work. I train. And I just work. I just kind of I don't really have too many breaks. My break is like after the show.
All right. And do you have a favorite AGT judge?
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel, why?
I mean, he took me on a private jet, so he wins. Oh. He took me. I feel like a rapper, bro. I took like the champagne bottle on the jet. I was like,
I'm ready.
I didn't open it because I was like, I don't want to spill in it. I don't want to pay for anything. But I was like, what if I did open it?
Woo! Yeah. And would you let Tyra lick you again?
Come on. What kind of question is that?
Would you? Yes.
Would you let Bill Gates give you $1 billion?
Yes.
That's the same question you asked.
Okay, then.
You kidding me?
Yes.
Listen, I was, man.
How was that experience?
I haven't even showered yet. It was great. She's amazing. She's really cool. She's really about her business.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, I don't know why I thought she was going to be a jerk. I think it was because she's just so pretty. Like, she's just so pretty, and she's like,
she handles it.
She's a model, and I think the diva, like that definition got in my head, and I was like, oh, she's probably going to be a diva. But she was like really nice. I mean, she was just about her business. Yeah. You know, it was really cool.
That's so cool. And the last question, do you still hold hard feelings for Darcy winning?
Wow, man, I love
Darcy.
Too. No, Darcy's great. She's the best.
Yeah, she's cool, and she's very talented, just as
she's going to blow up, man. Yeah. She's going to blow up. Yeah. Because she's like, I hear her singing on her story or you know her page, and
Yeah.
she's like she's getting better and better, and yeah, she's she's great. People,
She's young.
yeah, she's great.
She's got her the whole life ahead of her. So do you. So I want to thank you so much for allowing me to interview you. Thank you so much for your time. You are on tour. Before we go, I do want you to talk about your BET special. So that tell people where to go and give us your handles for social media.
Well, my special dropped on BET Plus in 2019. It's everywhere now. It's on Dish Network. It's on Amazon Prime. You got Netflix?
Hey, yes. No, I watched it on Amazon. So
you watched it on Amazon? Oh, you watched my special?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yes. Quiz me. I'm trying to remember.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna quiz you. Because I don't think I remember the jokes anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, that's cool. Thanks.
Of course.
Yeah, so I mean, it's everywhere now. It's on YouTube or something. You can watch it. But I'm really excited about this next special I'm working on. And so if you ever want to come see me on tour, Preacher Lawson on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch.
Find him everywhere. If not, then come support. Right now he's in San Jose. And support, see him, and show him some love on social media. I will post the details on the description. And thank you so much. You will find me on Instagram, The Myra Chavez, and on YouTube, The Myra Chavez Show. Thank you so much. Remember that no matter what your dream is, whether it's in the arts or anywhere else, you can do it. And thank you.